Well, good afternoon, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, people are thinking I'm going to be running and hiding because my Cowboys are stinking up the place. You know, Philly 500, he's sending me text messages. Is it Wednesday yet? You know, he's licking his chops, but I'm going to be honest with you. You struggled against the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns, okay? So you're not exactly tearing things up. And believe it or not, I've seen this team before, 3-5, come around and win the division. There's still a lot of football left to play, but if we keep doing what we've been doing, there's not going to be a lot of hope for a lot of different results. And Jerry Jones is the head of the problem. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's I'm getting tagged all over the place on Twitter and things out there that, you know, you Dak fanboys, you're the reason that we stink. It's because of Dak. And if you are believing that that is our only problem, when you have a defense that literally has forced, I think, maybe 2 punts in the last 3 games at home, then you really don't understand football being a team sport. But that's fine. And people can say what they want about me. I am going to keep doing what I do, which is still right at it. I'm right there. You can call me a crazy person. You can call me a glutton for punishment and all that, but I'm still going to give you my opinion, rightly or wrongly, in what I think. But I think we have to look at where we are right now with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is now Al Davis. Al Davis, who was the Maverick owner, who went down the path of his own way, who definitely ruffled the feathers of the NFL with his plans and literally thought that he was screwed over because he felt he should have been the NFL commissioner and always held that grudge. We have Jerry Jones, who's been living a similar life, who has done great things for the NFL in making them a lot of money. But at some point, you get old and you can't do the things that you used to. The game changes. Free agency truly was a difference maker on the Cowboys. Getting rid of Jimmy Johnson and thinking he could do the job just as good. And now getting older and getting more belligerent. I want to remind you, this is a clip from the Pat McAfee show that's talking about where Jerry Jones said that there's nobody better at doing this. And we all ran to it thinking, thinking, okay, maybe Stephen Jones is the one who's been running this stuff, and Jerry Jones is taking control of it now, and now maybe we actually are going to go all in and starting to believe the hype, but that didn't happen. But let's listen
Football
to this.
every once in a while will create some storylines that are just amazing. Jerry Jones, I don't know if you know this, in a Clarence Hill Jr. article, Clarence Hill Jr., if we could please do a quick rundown, has been covering the Cowboys since
1997.
Okay, been there, done that. No, not a quick math with this, but 27 years or so, almost 3 decades, depending upon how many people are talking about. He reported, this is not us making this up, this is actual reporting of Jerry Jones talking about being a general manager. I've done it all, okay? So I have an inordinate amount of confidence that, if anybody can figure out how to get this shit done, I can figure out how to get it done, John said. I've been there every which way from Sunday. And have I busted my ass a bunch? A bunch. And there's nobody living that out cutting and out shooting that can give you a bunch of times they busted their ass. So hell no. There's nobody that could fucking come in here and do all the contracts and be a GM any better than I can. Now, Jerry, congrats on talking your shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congrats.
Think about the decades in decades of the people and fans saying Jerry needs to get his hands out of the team's business. Ever since Jerry has started running things, we haven't been good. He got rid of Jimmy, and then nobody's able to check Jerry. And Jerry's just got his little fingers and everything. He's making decisions. He's drafting from the yacht. He's cutting people. He's negotiating deals. He's calling plays sometimes. Shit, he will get out there and throw the ball himself if he wants to. That is what people say. That's why the Cowboys haven't been good. So if this is a new interview or if this is Clarence Hill Jr. writing about something that happened back in the day, it's like, shout out to Jerry Jones just finally telling everybody, hey, eat shit. Just want to let you know that. AJ, how do you feel about it? And what do you think Jerry Jones is thinking about everything he's got going on with his current Cowboys team, where there's a CD, Dak, allegedly there's conversations in their close, CD within $1 million, Dak maybe just going to play out a year. Then he got Mike McCarthy on the final year of his contract. There's a lot going on. After hearing that from Jerry and knowing that's how he's thinking, what are your thoughts on the Cowboys situation?
This honestly made me feel better about the Cowboys in their season, thinking, hey, if you're a Cowboys fan, you should love this, because Jerry is pissed, I think, at the narrative like outside the building and you can't figure this out. You got to get these guys in camp, all of this situation. What's Dak going to do? Is he going to be gone after this year? I think Jerry feels really good about the team, honestly. I think that's why he's doing this. Now, I don't know when that interview took place. It's great to hear him wide open like that. But yeah, I think Jerry is very, very confident in his team, and he's probably pissed that other people aren't, I guess, outside of the building.
Jeremy Fowler, by way of an RJ Ochoa, who also covers the Dallas Cowboys, I believe, for The Athletic, basically did a full breakdown. This is a long one. This is a very long one, but it's basically talking about the money difference between them and how everything is looking to play out. And it feels like the CeeDee Lamb deal potentially close, Dak deal depending upon whether or not Dak wants to maybe hit free agency. There's just so much going on being speculated about. But I think where we've landed on this particular Monday is CeeDee's going to get a deal done, and Dak's potentially going to let it ride into free agency, because if he does that, after seeing what Kirk Cousins did last offseason, that money would be through the roof, D-Bug.
Yeah, Dak should reset the market. I don't see a situation where he does.
All right, I can leave it right there. But here's the thing. So, Jerry has turned into Al Davis towards the end of his life. Al Davis was making some of the craziest moves out there that just weren't good. He literally ran the team into the ground. And when you own the team and you are the one that took the risk on it, you can do with it whatever you want. And, Jerry will do whatever he wants, be it fly his helicopter in the middle of practice or try and tell you a whole bunch of shit that you want to hear that's crap, or even believing some of the shit that he actually thinks. When he says things, we're going to do more with less, after saying we're going all in, you are at two opposite ends of the spectrum. And as long as he is the one right now making these decisions at 82, while he's constantly stretching out into other markets and things, the Cowboys are never going to be any better than what we are right now. The reality is the game has passed him and Stephen Jones by. They need to get a real GM and capologist, somebody who understands about actually getting these deals done. You're at the point where the players know, all we got to do, if we're a top player, all we got to do is wait out the Joneses. Just be cool, and we can fleece them and get everything we want. You're going to get trashed in the meantime. You're going to get told that, you're not worth that and everything else. And then we're going to get paid. Now, after we get paid, of course, they're going to dump on us, but we got paid. So, you give and take. In the end, I'm going home with a lot of cookies. And that's literally how this thing has been run. You don't understand that there's strength in numbers and that you have to have more than one good wide receiver. You don't understand the importance of a defensive line. You don't understand that when you don't have linebackers, that you need some, as opposed to we'll just look from inside. that we got, we're so good at drafting and finding nobodies and plug them in that we'll just do without having to do. We have had problems that didn't appear overnight during the season that you could see from a mile coming. And if a guy like me or Jay Tuck or Vosh Lombardi or, Law Nation and all of us other YouTubers can say, you got a problem with your running game, that Zeke Elliott coming back isn't the solution, and you need to look at stepping it up either in the draft or by signing a legitimate free agent. If we can see this, how come the Joneses don't? If we can see, as other teams recognize, it's about amassing talent, that you need multiple different facets for your offense and your defense, that you need playmakers throughout, and you have to do what you have to fit them into your cap, as well as collect them. And the Joneses are 180 the opposite direction of what has been proven to work, and constantly doing the exact same thing that we've been doing for 30 years and getting the same results. The new Al Davis. And until something changes there, you can fire the coach. Fire the coach. That'll appease the masses for a bit. You can blame the quarterback. You can blame the wide receiver. The reality is, until this guy changes, nothing's going to change. Hate to put it out there like that, but today is I don't know if it's an overreaction Monday or if it's a reality Monday. Jerry Jones is the problem as well as the solution.